I think the barangay were hoping that they would suddenly stop ticketing and towing, but they're still picking up that vehicle over there that's parked on the sidewalk. Sorry, you can't see it because the tow truck's in the way. This is the one I was talking about on the sidewalk. And if you look down the side streets, it's the same thing. Vehicles parked on both sides being repaired, on the sidewalk also. Actually, I remember the team have been here a lot of times in the past. People keep complaining about this, but there wasn't a huge difference. And even if you wanted to, how would you tow something like this? It doesn't even have wheels. And although people nearby are claiming that there's a one-side parking, there's no sign here that says one-side parking. What it says is no parking this side. Of course, some of these vehicles cannot be moved because they're on jack stands. There's another vehicle that's obviously here for repair. Again, no plates, so it makes it difficult to penalize. Anyway, at least one of the vehicles is going on the back of the tow truck now. They do keep insisting they have a one-side parking ordinance, but that's not what the signs say. They say no parking this side. And if you look at the sidewalks and road around here, they're all completely soaked in oil. So that's great, isn't it? And they just flagged down this rider now. Unfortunately, no helmet, no shoes. See over there, they're also taking these vehicles inside quickly to avoid them being towed away. And again, over here, it's not just the road that was occupied, even the sidewalk. But again, everyone's driving away to try and avoid being ticketed or towed. In fact, if you look over here, the whole sidewalk became a repair shop. Crazy, huh? There's no way the barangay don't see this. They really just turned this whole area into a repair shop, and it causes mayhem. There's so many complaints about traffic, and then people blame MMDA, when in fact, obviously it's the barangay that's responsible for this, and that's obviously why the one-side parking ordinances are being passed in this area. Would you call this parking? I don't think so. That's well beyond what parking is. Although many vehicles did drive away, some of them are being impounded to clear the road. When you see things like this on the sidewalk, you would really think that they haven't moved for a long time. There's another one being hooked up to the tow truck over here. And it looks like this one with the improvised plate will also be towed away. There's another car that's being pushed away to avoid being impounded. This one's being driven away. And then this one is going up on the flatbed. Aside from all the oil that you see on the floor, I'm also seeing a lot of green liquid, which I guess is coolant. Some of them do have plates, but they're only partial. They're missing the end. So of course you can't write out a ticket to that either, sitting here on the sidewalk. You'll also find lots of spare parts just laying around. And I guess somebody's been having a good time around here. What I wonder is if there's really barangay traffic enforcers, as their uniform says, why do they allow things like this, right? Like this one, for example, obstructing the gate. I don't know if they really have permission, but if there was a fire at this property, good luck the fire trucks getting close enough. Good luck the firefighters getting in to rescue you and save you from dying. You might say, oh, that's extreme, you're just making up stories. I've seen and attended so many fires, and I know that even a minute of obstruction can cause mayhem for firefighters and rescuers. The vehicles you saw ticketed and towed are on the right side. On the left side, there are signs like this that say no parking along this side, 16 to 31. But the funny thing is, if you walk a little bit down the street on the exact same side of the road, it says no parking 1 to 15. So basically, their own signs say no parking anytime on this side of the road. Oh, I didn't think this one was going to get picked up, but the tow truck is connecting to it and lifting it. I guess as long as it has wheels at the back, it's all good. Although they'll have to take a wheel with them to the impound lot or pick it up with a tow truck. This vehicle here doesn't have a license plate. Oh, it does. Look at that. My goodness. I'm sure the driver would just say it's an accident, that it got pushed by the wind or someone knocked it. But there's a proper way to mount the plate where that would never be an issue in the first place. And over here you see one of the enforcers taking a photo of this, obviously fully obstructing the sidewalk, partially obstructing the road. Seems to be here for repair, but obviously there's no space to accommodate a car here. You'll see most people are forced to walk in the road because really there's no sidewalks. Here's another vehicle being repaired. They don't have any space for their customers. Is this really what a one-side parking ordinance is meant to be used for? Usually the idea of one-side parking ordinance is for residential parking, come and go, not for long-term repairs.
Okay, this will be the last vehicle that we will be picking up. Back to you guys.